Welcome to the Guaranteed Irish Business Podcast, where each week we're joined by the amazing leaders of Guaranteed Irish member businesses to chat all things business, sustainability, buying Irish, promoting Irish jobs, community, provenance, and so much more. Sponsored by FBD Insurance, Ireland's largest homegrown insurer. Support. It's what we do.
Hi there, I'm Breed O'Connell, and joining me today is Nadia Cruikshanks, owner and chief designer of FAUNA, an award-winning sustainable Irish clothing brand, and I'm delighted to say a Guaranteed Irish member. Nadia, you're very welcome to the Guaranteed Irish Business Podcast today.
Delighted to be here, Breed, and delighted to be part of Guaranteed Irish.
Well, I have, for anybody who doesn't know, they really need to check out FAUNA. FAUNA.ie, isn't it, Nadia?
That's it, yeah.
And it's a beautiful, I suppose, children's website, but you've diversified into not just clothing but jewellery as well, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But tell us a little bit about where FAUNA originated from and what inspired you to start up.
Yes, I have a Bachelor of Design from NCAD. And I focused on textile design, and I worked within fashion buying and display fashion industry for many years. And I just started to draw and print again because, funnily, my father-in-law, my husband's dad, was a screen printer.
Right.
And he had some vintage, let's say, screens.
Yeah.
And he kept saying to me, get back printing, Nadia, while you're on maternity leave even. I know the cliche, but...
Yeah.
So I started to print again and developed my brand. Children just love animals. And organically, I started to have requests for adult animal prints as well. So that's how the brand has grown into like all ages for the whole family.
You're a member of the Design and Craft Council of Ireland, as well as Guaranteed Irish, of course. How did you get involved with that, and what does it bring to FAUNA?
I heard about the Craft Council through my friend, who's a goldsmith. We'll speak about her later. And I applied as a crafter. I'm a screen printer. And I also applied because I wanted to take part in Showcase Ireland. And the year I applied, I was invited onto Creative Island, which was front and centre. And it was just a fantastic opportunity for me to get my brand seen internationally, for me to network with people doing similar, and it's just opened up a world of Irish craft and networking that I didn't know existed.
And actually, I suppose it also gave you the commercial side in terms of the buyers coming from all over the country. When you go to Showcase, it's such a great opportunity, isn't it?
Yes.
That the Design Crafting Council offer. But I notice as well that you're the only sustainable Irish children's brand to screen print in-house. That's unique, isn't it?
Yes, and you know, when I started I started in 2015, and it was quite difficult for me to get people to take me seriously because I was here screen printing baby grows, and it didn't. It seems everyone loves it now, so it seemed like a struggle to actually to be seen at the start and
to bring it to market.
Yeah. And my aim was to actually not to continue to screen print, but it actually developed into it's loved because I can create bespoke pieces for customers. I have a live chat on the website, and where people can ask me for certain colours and everything, and I'm determined never to lose the craft element to my business.
Isn't that fantastic? So you're keeping an old tradition alive by what you're doing. You're using sustainable products and materials, and you're actually giving a bespoke service to those who are trying to gift, I'm guessing, for most parts, which is really important considering, you know, the birth of a baby grows, children's clothes. It's always very important to have something bespoke to the person you're gifting it to, isn't it?
Yes, and it sounds cliched, but it's actually wearable art, because everything starts, if you look on my social media, I will show my process. You'll see me put it used to be pen to paper, but now I use tablets, and so you'll see me draw the actual illustration, and then you'll actually see me hand print the illustration onto the garment. So it is like a piece of wearable art, and no two would be exactly the same. And I mix a lot of the colours, I'll mix myself. So it's
okay, amazing, yeah. And it's great to keep that craftsmanship alive, I suppose.
Absolutely.
Nadia. Well done to you. In terms of your current range, you've broadened it out to include jewellery, which I'm really intrigued with. So all that glitters, etc. So you're working with an Irish goldsmith. Tell us a little bit about that and how that came about.
Well, I love a collaboration. I've collaborated with a few brands. I've collaborated with fantastic Baby Bibs brand, a kids dress up brand, and the goldsmith I'm collaborating with is Janice Byrne, and we are friends since school. So we know each other, and we've always kind of talked about a possible collaboration, and I have been hand printing Zodiac star sign sweatshirts, and they've been in the shop, and we decided to come together to create a piece of jewellery that's all hand. Janice is a goldsmith, so she's handmade the jewellery, and we thought it would really be something different, but something that brought the two brands together, and we're just really happy. I love Janice's work. So
her work is for adults, I assume, rather than babies, certainly.
They're adults, yeah.
Yeah. And your design work on fabric and your material has now moved into adults as well, hasn't it? So tell us about that. You've really diversified. So you've gone from the humble baby grow, where it all starts for all of us, all the way up now into adult clothing as well as jewellery collection. I mean, it's some journey. How long did it all take?
It started with me hand printing baby grows, and then I developed my brand, and I don't hand print the baby grows. I source the organic cotton and I have those produced for me. So then it's kind of like two lines. The second line, I get the organic sweatshirts and t-shirts, and they are hand printed. And then the jewellery, I suppose I had a lot of my customers are buying gifts, and I had a lot of people saying to me, I'd love a matching fox for the parents, and whole families love to wear matching outfits now, and it just really organically kind of developed into this. And the bunny rabbits, I never thought adults would love to wear bunny rabbits, but they are my best seller.
Isn't that amazing?
I've been through I've worn out so many rabbit screens. The rabbit screen just gets remade. And
is it sweatshirts or is it pyjamas or what is it? Give us the flavour.
Sweatshirts and t-shirts and hoodies.
Okay.
And I have some track
practical wear
and stuff.
Yeah.
Practical wear. It's all basics. It was especially during the lockdowns, people loved loungewear.
That's right.
So I go from baby basics up to kids loungewear, then to adult hoodies, kids hoodies, and then in the summer kids t-shirts.
Okay, brilliant.
So it's
the full range.
A full range of comfortable
organic clothing.
Yeah,
great idea. And who doesn't love jumping into their tracksuit after a day in the suit and high heels?
Exactly.
So in terms of your own inspiration and the design, it came from nature, but you also, I suppose, pride yourself on being an authentic brand and an authentic person, and I suppose that's where the opportunity for the growth came, I'm thinking, because all of this is driven by you and not through large suppliers or large distributors. Yeah,
I think I bootstrapped my way. Like, this started as a little Etsy kind of a hobby, because I worked full time. I was travelling up and down Ireland, opening up stores and working for luxury brands. So it kind of walked. It took its own legs, if I can't explain myself. And I find a lot of designers and people who are actually drawing and doing all the design work, we aren't very good at the marketing side. So for me, I think the best thing for me to do was to make my work my content.
Right.
And people really enjoy watching me screen print. They enjoy watching me draw, and just showing the process. And when a person buys something, they know the history, they know how it was made. I have some people message me say, I think you're holding my order there. I think you're printing my order.
Yeah.
So it's really nice for them. It's exciting as well when they know they've bought something.
Of course, they're investing in you, the artist, as well. There is a feeling of when you're investing in the artist that you're getting something genuine and original and a keepsake as well.
Yeah, and I love what I do, and I'm very passionate about it, and I like to show that on my social media, and I like to show my customers and my supporters how much I love what I do.
I have to pick you up on a point, and I see it all the time with very creative people, and I've interviewed a lot of them, and a lot of them are featured on GuaranteedIrishGifts.ie this year, as is FAUNA, delighted to say, and they're featuring on the new Guaranteed Irish Pinterest page for people who are looking for inspiration, so do jump on there. But what I notice about a lot of the creative family, if you like, is they're so talented and they forget to sell themselves. So I think your approach to selling the process is so clever, because people engage with that, because we really are so aware of our sustainability now. We all want to make sure that we know where our product is coming from and who's responsible for it and what damage, if any, it's done to the planet. So how have you found that?
And I find that, like, a lot of people would use social media. They don't want bad news all of the time.
For sure.
They want to be inspired and they want an escape. And that's why I originally joined Instagram. That's my favourite platform. I love the platform. I actually love Pinterest also. And I think it's nice to watch people creating things rather than look at bad news. And it just cleanses the palate, because you have your pressure of work, you have TV, you've all sorts of things that can stress you out. And when you actually watch someone creating something, it can inspire you to create something yourself, or it just opens your eyes to how something it comes about and how things are made. And
therapeutic, really.
Absolutely, that's it. That's what people say to me all the time, and they say, "Oh, I hope you don't mind, but it's so relaxing watching you print."
Isn't that interesting?
Like, you are not the first person to say that to me. Watch away. It's no problem at all.
So Christmas time now, obviously lead up to Christmas, very stressful, hectic, especially if you're a small business provider, a business owner, and you're trying to get the orders out. How do you manage work-life balance with such a hectic lifestyle, Nadia?
Well, I prepare for, I know I'm going to have really busy periods. So I prepare for those. I market my product for those, and I work my launches around that. And then I reward myself with a really nice break at Christmas. So the thing to do is you can't avoid your busy periods. You want them. I am so grateful to be busy. So I just go with it, and because I know I'm going to give myself a really good break over Christmas.
Well, we're always saying in Guaranteed Irish that for every 20 euros that's spent locally, it's worth 100 euros to the Irish economy. So for everybody out there, we're always calling on them in the lead up to Christmas in particular to get the G under the tree. So Nadia, what are you going to do about getting the G under the tree? Where are you buying your shopping this year, and what are you buying more importantly?
I always buy Irish, because on top of wanting to buy Irish, you get to, when you're in the business, you get to know so many brands, and when you get to know the owner of a brand, you really see what they put into their product and how they've grown and how hard they work. So it's kind of, we all support each other. And I actually, some of the brands I have actually already bought, and I've a few friends who have birthdays close to Christmas, so I have some pestle and mortar bought from my friend. They're part of Guaranteed Irish, and other of clothing, any homewares. I've always bought Irish, because I really appreciate these people buying from me.
Of course, it's a whole ecosystem,
it's quite personal when you have a brand yourself. Do you understand?
Of course, I totally get that. And I suppose on a final note, last minute run up to Christmas, are you very busy?
I am. I'm very busy, but then I'm going to set deadlines. I will have a hand printed deadline. I'll say to customers, this is the very end, this is the last day you can order this, and I will have it all organised. I'm so used to it. And then I will instigate my own wind down towards my time off.
Well, you need that, because everybody who's working hard needs to replenish and get the inspiration going again and get the juices flowing again. For all businesses out there who wish to buy corporate gifts or personal gifts, do visit GuaranteedIrishGifts.ie, and you will see Nadia's product FAUNA, and also available directly on FAUNA.ie. Remember, by going to Guaranteed Irish Gifts, you're sent straight to the individual website where no commission is taken, and all the business goes to the maker, provider, producer. Thank you so much for joining us today, Nadia, and thank you to everyone for listening. If you would like to gift Guaranteed Irish this Christmas, FAUNA products can be found right now on GuaranteedIrishGifts.ie.
The Guaranteed Irish Business Podcast, sponsored by FBD Insurance, Ireland's largest homegrown insurer. Support. It's what we do.